Greeting and welcome to the Intensive Success Growth. I'm your host Nishant Sharma. Please give warm welcome to Wes and Michelle. They are basketball coach and trainer. Welcome, all of you.
Thank
How
you
you
for
doing?
having us.
Okay,
Thank you
let
so
me
much.
start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who were you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
So yeah, basically I've been inspired to play basketball. I love basketball. My favorite player is Dwayne Wade. From Miami, Dade County originally. I moved up here into Georgia. That's how I even discovered Georgia as a kid. My father stayed up here. My mother stayed in Florida. So um, just close with both cities, both states. So, but yeah, just like I said, I've always loved to play basketball. Wasn't always good at it. I didn't really started playing probably around seventh grade. I was a late bloomer. I'd probably say like eighth grade, ninth grade. And all I knew was that I was tall. When you all, everybody looks at you, football coach, basketball coach, but I stuck more with basketball just because the kids that lived around me, everybody played basketball and a lot of older guys. I chilled out more with the older guys, and that's what they wanted to do most of the time. So I just fell in love with basketball, just simply watching just the grown folks go at it, and that's how I even started. That's why like my transition basketball was just so quick. But yeah, that's just how it all started, man. It started to me just playing around and in the projects in Miami, and then it turned this me, my father moving here, and then seeing just how the kids out here, like these kids got basketball courts in their backyard. Like I never seen, stuff like that, So just seeing that and just seeing all the kids and just everybody just in one spot on the court, even if you wasn't even playing, just being there, like, you just got to talking, seeing your friends. And, at that point, you just wanted to be at the court, even if you didn't even know how to play. You probably never even stepped a foot on the court when you came on the court, but everybody just loved to be there just because it was just such a big social and kind of like a networking thing, in disguise. Cause you just, it'd be people that you never seen before come up there and, you like, yo, this guy's crazy. You see him just dunk like, so this, you just never know who's going to come, who you're going to meet. And that was just like the most important thing about it is meeting new people, meeting new hoopers. And, like you said, basketball world is a very big world. Little do we know, a lot of people think it's small, but I'd be the first to tell you, man, there's some guys out there who could really, really dominate and just, really just play. And if you didn't play, like I just know guys who just know a lot, just IQ wise, about basketball. Just a lot of older guys that never played, but they taught me a lot of things about basketball that, I never, looked at, from always just playing, being out there playing. There is like an IQ side and a way you have to understand the game as well. It's not all just about getting the ball on offense and putting the ball in the hoop. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Michelle, what are the top three reasons why do people fail as a trainer?
I'm sorry, why do people
Fail,
fail as a trainer?
yes.
We'll just say coaching. That's it. I say like trainer, coach.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I feel that the top reason would be patience. It all depends on the type of coach that you are. Most coaches who are players, they hold their students up to the level of when they were playing. And when you're a coach, you have to distance yourself from your type of play and look at every player individually. So I would definitely say patience is number one. Number two is just wanting to win. Basketball is so much more than this winning. Like Wes stated, there's an IQ to basketball. There's a camaraderie with basketball. You have to have a good attitude with basketball. So it's just not about being the best player. It's a fundamental game. So you have to play well, have a good attitude, and be able to be a team player. If you don't have that, you're not going to succeed. So that's number two. And number three, probably parents. Every parent thinks their child is a superstar. They can get on the coach's nerves, and the coach has to break it down to them. Your child may not be a superstar, or if they are, their attitude is not there. They don't want to practice. They don't want to put in what's needed to be done to excel.
Okay. So, what is your greatest failure story? What did you learn, and how did you recover from it? To Wes.
So we said, what did I learn?
Yes.
So what I learned, and you're talking about learning as in me growing as a basketball player, growing into a player or a trainer.
As a trainer.
So me growing into a trainer, what I've learned. Well, first I had to learn how to play basketball, and I had to understand it. And then after that, once I got away from the game for a while, I started going to school. Once I kind of like did that year of school and college and continued on to go to trade school. I went to trade school after another technical school I went to. And just when I was there, man, I watched a lot of basketball. And the thing that popped out to me was just the fact on just how much attention is brought to men's American basketball rather than, a women's American basketball or national women's basketball or national men. I think we're just getting to the point to where, national men's basketball is now being televised and like made a big thing out to everybody. But, especially with just the women, just because, now that I'm coaching for a women's league, I kind of see now the representation or the misrepresentation they've had over the years. And like I said, they've been misrepresented, man, and they've been underpaid, but working the hardest. These women really do work hard, man, at their craft, just like the men do. And that was just my whole point of even getting back into it. I probably, if this opportunity probably came with a men's league, I probably wouldn't have took it, um, just because of like the impact. Like it's more of an impact I feel like we're doing with the women just because it's never been done before. Like I've never really, just even with me just watching TV, when's the last time you just cut on the TV and seen a WNBA game on? Like, it's been very rare that you cut on the TV and go to ESPN and see, the LA Sparks and Atlanta Dream play. You know what I mean? Is very rare. Or,
Or even highlights.
so like I said, that was one thing I noticed just as a trainer. So I already knew there is like a demand, or there is going to be a demand later on, just because of these kids now, man. They're coming out the gate already having the stuff that we really wanted. Like I said, we had to, back in the day, had to just go out there and really work. These kids now, they're so like just physical wise, like their wingspans is out just ridiculous. They weigh a ton. You see guys like Zion Williamson come through. It's just ridiculous, man. And then even on the side of the women, I watched a young girl named Lexi Brown, man, and I heard how she even got a spot with that LA Sparks, and I just looked at her stats, man. This girl shoots 50% from the floor during the season. It's not even just during the game. Like, this is just during the season, shooting 53%, just as a whole. Like those are numbers that you rarely hear. You know what I mean? And like I said, I can't take that nothing else but hard work. So if she's able to work hard and not get paid the same amount another person's playing, and they're both playing the same and training the same and playing on the same level, it's like a fairness to it, a balance to it, I feel. So being that now I kind of noticed that and like worked with them, and now I'm just doing this coaching, training things, like a blessing just to be able to kind of even make history, because this is, like I said, again, it's never been done before. No one's never thought of this. No one's never, all the leagues we've had of, starting these leagues with millions of dollars, no one never thought about, oh, let's make a development league for the women, because the men have a G League and a D League, but no one really pays attention to the women. No one really ever pays attention to the women. Like, even on the video game, my son even played 2K. It's like one of the first times they put the women on the video game. You know what I mean? This game been out since, what, 2009, 2000. I think I remember I played. It was like 2004 when I played the game. So it's like, like I said, just as a sports world, it's the women just, so that's what I like to help out with and see change, and actually help out with that change and make sure that change is going on and make sure that it's very, very active and that we're doing that what we need to do and doing the best we can. Because like I said, is we control it, but it's not only up to us. It takes a team to like make this work. It really don't take just one person or just one organization. It takes, a village. So being a part of this village, WNDL, it's definitely a good thing. And just seeing that their mission just with the community, like they're just hands-on with the community, being that these kids can see these women all-stars or women hoopers come out and support. That's big, man. Like I think we just seen LeBron do something for the G League or something like that. He just played like a whole game with DeMar DeRozan. And those kids, man, probably won't ever get close to even seeing an NBA game. But him coming to a regular neighborhood and being able to have exposure to those kids, you don't know how many hoopers might just come out of them seeing LeBron James up close, and that's why I wish could happen with these women and these little girls. You know what I mean? Like I said, we kind of see what the society has done with women right now, as a whole. And like it's something, like I said, we all try our best, but it's something that, we're not proud of. We want to make it a lot better and make it to where these girls can take care of their families. You know what I mean? And kind of be like, looked at as the
Yes,
boss.
you are
Man.
right.
I'm
Okay.
sorry for my aunts. I'm sorry, Milan. I got into it, man, because I'm real passionate about it. So yeah,
Yes,
keep
yes,
going.
I can understand. Yes. Okay, Michelle, what's your company motto?
The company motto is that all dreams are possible.
Okay. Okay,
And
Wes. Okay, Wes. Who is your ideal student?
My ideal student, someone that I wish I could train. I'd probably say if I got in there with I've seen Juju Watkins. I love to get in the gym with her. I seen some of her stuff. She's worked with Phil Handy a few times, but I definitely like her, man. She's definitely a very smooth player, very ahead of her time, very ahead of her time. In terms of play style and just how smooth and knowledgeable she is about the game. So I love to train her. She would definitely be one of the few out the bunch that I would have to get with. So
Okay. Okay, Michelle, how do you find your ideal client or student?
well, basically, it's through word of mouth and social media. Being in that there is a big void for female basketball players to continue after they graduate from college. Once everyone hear that there's a women national D League, they're automatically drawn to it. Because with the WNBA, there's a very low percentage of getting drafted because of the teams, something like 3 to 5%. And 3 to 5% being drafted to the WNBA when there are thousands of young ladies who can play at an elite level, there isn't any way for them to go if they don't get that opportunity. That's where the Women's National D League comes in. So basically, anyone who has the passion and the drive and a work ethic to continue playing basketball at an elite level.
Okay. Okay, Wes, what are you grateful for today?
what am I grateful for today? That was a good question. Grateful for life, man. Hey, it's funny you said that because I take all my players that I train. I make sure like at the end of the workout, they're like I make sure like they work out intensely, breathing hard and everything. At the end of the workout, I'll tell them to sit down and meditate for about 20 minutes. I said, if you have on headphones, pause the music. I said, because when you pause the music, you can hear your heartbeat. I said, now breathe from in your nose, out your mouth, because that's really the correct way to breathe. We all breathe from in our mouth, out our mouth.
Yes,
That's
yes,
not.
yes, right.
I just want to inform y'all, but that like meditation wise, just with doing that, and like like they'll do it and be like, yo, it helped me out. It really calmed me and really just settled my nerves down and got my breathing right, and then now I just feel so much better. And I'm like, not only you getting just oxygen, to all your muscles, but you're sitting down, and little do you know you're reflecting. Like a lot of people don't sit and reflect at the beginning of their day, and that's something that I try to do like every morning, because sometimes you'll get into the habit of waking up every day, doing the same thing every day, and you'll sometimes lose or fail to see your blessings that you got in front of you. Like I said, I could sit here and complain all day. You know what I mean? I ain't got the amount of money that I want. I'm not booming this not going right. But like I said, if you're focused on all the negative, you're just gonna dig yourself in a hole. You know what I mean? So
Right.
you just got to have a positive mindset with everything you do. And like I said, when you get up in the morning, first thing you do, pray to God.
Yes.
Pray
Mindset
to
is
God.
everything. Right. Okay,
Exactly.
Michelle, how do you start your day?
How do I start my day? Pretty much along the same lines as Wes. I'm more of a spiritual person than a religious person. So I do have calming apps and meditation apps. But generally, the alarm will go off. I'll lay there for 10 minutes and I'll create a checklist in my head on what I want to accomplish on that specific day. So I try not to deviate from that list. No matter how many other things I need to do, I try not to deviate that from the list. So that way I know what I have to do and I'm not all over the place thinking what needs to be done. So I'm centered on my day ahead. And I find that doing that, you don't get overwhelmed. And your mind is smooth. You run more orderly, knowing, okay, this is what I have to do for the day.
Okay. Wes, who is your living mentor?
Living mentor, I probably have to say my father. My father. Like I said, he taught me a lot, man. He even got me into basketball. He's the one who took me up there to go to conditioning, and just learn about keeping my body right. My pops, he was a third place up in New York City for track. So he was very athletic himself, man. Very athletic, and he continued that path when he got into his early 20s. Started working out crazy. This man could probably do a couple one-handed push-ups in front of me. That lets me know every day. I know I'm getting there, but I ain't there yet. I'm just not there yet. So yeah, try to follow behind him, man. Like I said, I'm already doing it. He tells me every day, I'm gonna be 10 times better than what he was, and
Okay.
like just telling me that from when I was a kid, just like definitely, it goes a long way.
Yes, right. Okay, Michelle, how young are you?
How young do you think I am?
Like 18 year young?
Hmm?
18-year young?
18? Oh, bless your heart. I like this. Bless your heart. No, I'm 49 actually.
Okay. You are not 49-year young. You are 18-year young with 31-year experience.
I like that. I like that. I'm gonna use that.
I like that though, because she definitely is. Like her mental boy, she know a lot. She do know a lot. That's a fact.
Okay, Wes. What would you like to say your younger yourself?
Oh man, to be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Don't rush. Don't rush anything. And also just have balance. I think I had my times where I played too much, and I had my times where I was probably too serious. So I'd probably say just figure out the balance, and um, yeah, that's probably
Oh,
it.
okay. Michelle, how can I support you?
Okay, well, we have a website and you can log on to the website, see what we're about, because we're more than just a basketball league allowing the ladies a platform to play. We also offer financial literacy because across the board, including the NBA, these players have millions of dollars and end up broke or don't know what to do with their money.
Yes.
So we teach our players, we give them the tools to learn financial stability. So there'll be a success on and off the court. As of how you can support the league, we do have a website where we offer masks, t-shirts, things of that nature. If you like to purchase a shirt, that would be great. Or just spreading the word along that the Women's National D League is here. We're here for any player who wants to continue playing at an elite level and to compete, take it to the championship.
Okay, great. Okay, Wes, what would you like to say about your guest experience on this show?
It's been good, man. It's been good. Thank you for having me on. It's been perfect. Just even you even wanting even to interview me and reaching out to me like you did. I know it was a little last minute, but like even you just putting this together like you have, man, just tells a lot to your work ethic, man, and how much you are just for the world, man. You doing this all the way out in India right now. I don't even know what time it is out there right now, but like I said, I know that one thing that you definitely care about just the people and not just singling out one person or a couple people. You care about everybody and what everybody has going on, and I respect that, man. Definitely respect that.
Okay, thank you. Michelle, what's your final word?
My final word first, thank you for the opportunity of having Wes and myself on today. And basically, to let the ladies know, there is a vehicle to continue playing in professional basketball if you're not drafted to the WNBA. The WNBA is a goal, but meanwhile, the Women's National D League is here. We're here to help you build up your stamina, build up your game to go to the next level. Even if you're not looking to go to the next level, you want to still play your game and compete. It's all about competition and evening out the playing field between men and women.
Thanks, Michelle and Wes, for sharing your wisdom with us on the behalf of our community and team. We really appreciate you. Until the next time, all good wishes to you.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.